Cubecraft Games is the second largest Minecraft Bedrock Edition server. In this video I'm going to be going over some steps I believe it could take to become the most popular Minecraft Bedrock Edition server. I have some interesting points in this video, so be sure to stick around and let me know your opinions in the comments. Also, I'm not professional, this is just what I would want from experience. These may not be possible, but yeah. So what are, in my opinion, the problems with Cubecraft? Well, the minigames are great, the ranks are great, the cosmetics are best of any Bedrock server. However, the community is not. This first bit is really inspired by a video Insane Orbits did recently, by the way. Cubecraft's community is really lacking compared to the other giant Bedrock server, Hive. There is no community engagement from devs/admins to players, from YouTubers to players or anything. This is bad because of the way internet and engagements can help with growth. YouTube is a driver of anything. It can make products popular and it can make a Minecraft server popular. This is clear with Hypixel, who rose to become the largest Minecraft server of all time, I believe, through YouTube. Cubecraft has very few YouTubers solely focused on Cubecraft, and in my opinion, one of the reasons for this is the Cubecraft player base is made up of a much younger audience than a server like Hive. The reason for this is just the style of Cubecraft's minigames. They are much more iPad and phone friendly, even with knockback changes that happened a while ago and all that. And all these younger kids may not watch YouTube as much, may not really understand or enjoy watching it, or if they do, they're more likely to watch YouTubers like Preston or someone like that, who appeals to a much younger audience. You may disagree with this, but in my experience, Cubecraft has never been a competitive server or anything, which I enjoy, by the way. However, this can be a bad thing for player counts and amount of time people play. I can win nearly every single game, no matter what game mode, with ease, as no one knows what they're doing or anything, and this is still the case. And I'm not very good at Minecraft, by the way. This is fixable in my opinion, however. In my opinion, the leaderboard system needs a complete revamp. Lots of you may not agree with me on this, however I feel that if there were also daily and weekly leaderboards for every game mode, as well as daily, weekly and lifetime leaderboards accessible with ease, so maybe just sitting there in the lobby like they are on Hypixel, this would greatly increase the playtime of competitive people, including me. Lifetime leaderboards are very set in stone now, as Cubecraft Bedrock Edition has been out around over 3 years now, I believe, and people from that time have been grinding things like Egg Wars the entire time, which gives them incredible leads which you can't really catch up to. So I believe that daily and weekly leaderboards would really be a new way to get people to kind of sweat the game. The next way to minimise this is similar to what Hypixel have with tournaments. I'm getting a lot of my ideas in this video off of Hypixel. That's because Hypixel are the biggest Minecraft server and they're the most successful, and they're continuing to be the most successful. The way this would work is every so often Cubecraft would host a tournament on one of their game modes. There will be a limited time ranked version people can play, just like another NPC, with a maximum play time so people with no life cannot spend 15 hours a day on it. Basically what I'm meaning by this is maybe for 3 in real life days, this will probably be announced like a few weeks up to a month before, so that if Cubecraft can build up the hype well. And then there's a limited time NPC for 3 days where you can play the ranked version. There was a maximum play time in that 3 days, so maybe you can play 15 hours of the ranked version or something. So people can't spend 15 hours a day playing it, because that would obviously give them an advantage if they have no life. There would also be cosmetic prizes obviously for the winners, and if this was done correctly, massive amounts of publicity for Cubecraft Games and for the winners of that tournament, which may encourage more people to compete. These two ideas would be great for the server as far as I'm aware, no other Bedrock server has this kind of idea, or at least it does not implement it as well as it could be, and it would encourage more people to play the server, and older people as that, who kind of have more time and understand grinding and sweating more. This could also have a good impact for Cubecraft Games on YouTube, Twitch and other content creation platforms, because this would give YouTubers a reason to play Cubecraft, even for a few days, instead of Hive. These massive Hive YouTubers like DCs, Potato Pie and Pizzas may migrate over to Cubecraft for those few days and encourage their fans to compete, boosting Cubecraft's player count for a while. And if the game mode was nice and fun and a bit more competitive, this may encourage more and more people to switch over to Cubecraft entirely. If this was executed correctly, the hype for these tournaments would be awesome, could be awesome, especially if YouTubers decide to compete in this. My second problem is just YouTube as a whole on Cubecraft. There are lots of Cubecraft YouTubers out there, however they are almost all small and have not much growth possible to them, as the Cubecraft community on YouTube is very small. If, as I said, leaderboards were updated, this could have a good impact, creating a few more prominent Cubecraft YouTubers. If you've ever played Hypixel Bedwars, you will notice that the #1 player on the lifetime leaderboards, which incidentally are right there to see in the lobby, just all the text with all the leaderboards on, they always have YouTube rank. This is because when they're number 1, they get loads and loads of exposure to thousands and thousands of players, who will then obviously go onto YouTube and might search them up and subscribe to them. This has been shown with Manhull IQ, Gameboy 80, I believe Time Deer as well actually, don't quote me on that though, maybe even Purple, I'm not sure about those two, but definitely Gameboy 80 and Manhull IQ. In my opinion, this is a possibility on Bedrock, especially with mini games where it is still possible to get on the leaderboards. Cubecraft has the power to create YouTubers, and in turn these YouTubers create a Cubecraft community. This is how it works on Hypixel and Hive. My example for this that I'm talking about for the next minute or something is Technoblade. 4 years ago roughly, Technoblade was creating Hypixel Skyblock content. This was when Hypixel was a much smaller server. Technoblade's channel was created by Hypixel, as those Hypixel Skyblock videos were getting lots of exposure and getting pushed out there by YouTube to loads of people. And in turn, he was bringing in more people to play on Hypixel. This is what Hypixel does with pretty much every single YouTuber. They make it so that all these YouTubers are helping out Hypixel, in turn Hypixel are pretty much giving these YouTubers a career. This is the sole driver of Hypixel's massive player counts and still is to this day. The YouTube rank on Cubecraft is also an issue. It isn't, in my opinion, very interesting overall. All it does is give you access to every cosmetic, slash flying lobbies, slash nick, and a few other small things that don't really mean anything. It is not very interesting because of the vast number of other quote-unquote ranks available. If you buy a rank, it comes with a ton of prefixes, which, while I do like them, somehow make YouTube rank just not as interesting a thing as the Hive. Say I went onto the Cubecraft store and just bought myself an Egg Wars rank, that comes with, I think it's 6 or something prefixes that I can select and have in front of my name, which means overall there's 50 plus prefixes you can have, which kind of just makes YouTube rank just another one of them, in my opinion. Also, this is actually a big deal as well, all the prefixes are different colours, which means that YouTube rank is just, in my opinion, just a red prefix, whereas on Hypixel you have grey, green, green, blue, blue, orange. Those are literally the only colours, and they're exactly the same. And then you have red for YouTube rank, and then you've got like a greenish for helper, and sort of bluish for helper, greenish for moderator, red for admin, and red for owner. But basically, YouTube rank just stands out a lot more in Java, in Hypixel, than it does on Bedrock. And even in Cubecraft Games on Java, it stands out a lot more because Cubecraft just has 6 ranks, and those are the prefixes you can get. There isn't too much that can be done about this, however, as you can't really just take away these prefixes from people, and it's not fair to do so. Although maybe if there were a few more people with the rank, then it would be much cooler, as YouTubers would then actually feel special, and not just one of a very limited number of people. Also, it may be possible, if it's possible, to change all the prefix colours, so there are no red prefixes, if there were any already, and maybe make them all just, much more similar hues, so that you don't really get, so that YouTube's rank stands out more. I think these changes could be implemented to great success. The one problem with Cubecraft is how separated the community is. On Hive and Hypixel, all the YouTubers know each other, and they're all friends to an extent, which creates a server-wide community, which is what Cubecraft needs. If one example from this is Sammy Green, who is a Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber, playing Bedwars in a video with Time Deer, who is a Skyblock YouTuber. He did used to be a Bedwars YouTuber though. All the YouTubers pretty much are friends with each other, apart from a couple who don't friend people, like this guy. And they all, they're all friends with each other. They all probably talk to each other a little bit, and just creates a much better community. These YouTubers are all pulling together the Hypixel Bedwars community and the Hypixel Skyblock community, putting them together into one community rather than a split 2 communities. If you agree or disagree with this, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you have any ideas for changes that you think would be cool and help with this sort of stuff, let me know and I can have a think about them and think whether it would be cool or not. I might even be able to incorporate them into another video like this, or just think about what it would be like. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do consider leaving a like down below and subscribing for more gameplay, tutorials, things like that. It would be greatly appreciated, and we are about a 16% of the way there to Cubecraft YouTube rank, and it would be absolutely awesome if you guys could help me out and get there sometime in the next year probably. Also, do comment down below any other videos you'd like to see. I really appreciate any suggestions. I'm also doing a giveaway on my Discord server for either a Cubecraft rank or a Hypixel rank upgrade, Cubecraft Bedrock edition, because I'm not paying for like Obsidian rank for someone. All you need is slightly active, so just join the server, chat in general for a couple minutes and you'll have it, and then you can react and you might be in a chance of winning, and depending on how many people react, I might increase the number of winners from 1 to 2. Also, do be sure to follow me on Instagram, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days with another video. Peace.